The Idaho Realtors started a new program in 2020 called State Political Coordinators, modeled after the federal political coordinators that we've had for a number of years at the National Association level. Here at the state, we thought that it might be a really interesting thing to try, where each of us that wanted to step up and engage with our own legislators. So in the districts in which we live, be able to engage with those legislators and talk about those policies and principles and pieces of legislation that are really important to the Realtor organization. You volunteer to talk to the folks that represent you in your legislative district. And so I live in District 18, so I was able to speak with, my senator and 2 representatives, and each of my counterparts throughout the state talked likewise to their representative during the legislative session. Certainly, my experience was that it was really invaluable, right? Because they had questions for me too, and certainly about our industry, and there were some things that maybe weren't as obvious to them. And once we started to have those discussions, yeah, it was great. And then realizing that we actually had advocates that we didn't know about for our industry. It's a really cool opportunity for folks in other districts. If you haven't signed up to be a state political coordinator and you'd like to be, it's a really great opportunity. Get to know your state legislators. Certainly, I found that we had more advocates in the State House than I ever knew, and my own legislators actually were Realtor proponents and were engaged in our process without us really knowing it for sure. And so being able to have those relationships, I don't know, it makes what happens at the State House more personal, and you become more engaged and certainly understand what's happening with the process. It was our pilot year. We learned, we're evolving the program a little bit, and so yes, sign up, become an SPC, take your turn, and if you had somebody else that was there and somebody else wants to take a turn in your district, ask them, become engaged. It's really important. It's really important.